Hey, good evening。诶，听到吗？OK，好。So we begin by today I want to introduce the Shakyamuni Buddha practice to y'all. So um, I talked to one of your classmates, so Ken. So what he do, I will try to videotape down this thing, and then he put the subtitle with all the words in the prayer. So next time when you do, right, you just on your iPad or whatever thing, then you just follow the words. And because the sound quality pretty good, and certain part of Shakyamuni Buddha practice is actually um, visualization, thinking about it. There may be a bit of vipassana, thinking about motivation. As I talk, you sit quietly to think about the meaning, then we progress along. So the whole practice of this Shakyamuni Buddha practice, so it's actually later I will send out to the chat group. So it's actually done by Rinpoche. So it's called a daily meditation on Shakyamuni Buddha. And there's a big amount of emphasis on how to, as I recite the prayer, then how to think about it, to really think about it. As long as we are human being, right? We're human being. We definitely have the suffering of birth, aging, sickness, and death. We will meet the thing we don't like to meet. We will separate the thing we like to be holding on to. We will die alone. And then we keep on going up and down without any choice at all. So when you think of your suffering, the first time when something hurt you is called the first arrow, and then you got hurt. But actually, the first arrow is inevitable because of your karma. You never purified enough. But the second arrow is what your reaction, because you direct wrongly, and the second arrow is the one that hurt you more. It hurt you more because you did not have a correct response. You hang on to it. You think about it. And the more you think about it, the more you hang on to it, the more you analyze it, the more you investigate it. It makes you more upset, more tight, and feel that you're not in any control because you're reacting to the first arrow. So the Buddha say, oh, this suffering, correct. Wow, this is really suffering. That means the how you actually shoot yourself right now. So the only thing we cannot control anything outside of us. We cannot control, tell people to do anything, maybe once in a while possible. But the only thing that we can have, if you train well, something you say in control is your response. So your response must be correct. If you're able to respond correctly to, if you are able to respond correctly, if you're able to respond correctly to the situation outside, then you will avoid the second arrow. So all your suffering come, I like to say, is your response. A response that come from self-cherishing. And usually when people scold you or do something, it inevitably you feel like you want to respond, right? You feel that there's this justification I do. But as long you are under the control of there is an object from his own side, then you'll suffer. Unless you can see the thing is a dependent arising thing, the mere cause has arise, and you got stable mind, and you do your reaction based on cherishing them, what's the best thing for them, then probably you will not get hurt. But we get hurt because I feel that I can solve the thing. No, you can't. Very difficult at this current moment right now. Good. So I'll today speak mainly in English. I think it would be easier. Then subsequently, all right, then we try to do the thing whether in the Mandarin if it's required. If not, then I will just say the main thing in English. Okay, so as I send out the thing, I'll read from the commentary. We'll do the recording one more time, maybe tomorrow or what. Then from then you'll have an experience of it. So actually, it's a very beautiful practice because um, when it's guided, I will not speak too fast when we try to record like tomorrow. But today I want to go to the practice itself, so that you can have a good flow of thing and then you can understand what you are doing. I'm very um, I really felt that the flavor of really the whole flavor about practicing the Dharma, then you know it's effective because you know it's effective because you understand what you're doing. It is effective because you understand what you're doing. It is not so effective because you don't know what you're doing. But you feel that because the power of the mantra, you feel there's some effect. But it's not as effective as you understand the meaning or why you do the certain procedure of doing the thing. I think that's much more really very important. Okay, good. So before we begin, we just settle 15 minutes to sit quietly for a little while. And then after that, I will go through this how to meditate on the Shakyamuni Buddha. So as we go along, you realize that there's two type of meditation. This one, 15 minutes, called shamatha, means calm, abiding. Vipassana, V means clearly. Then pasana means knowing. V means clearly knowing the reality, the truth. So that's why called vipassana. Then one is called shamatha, samadhi, samadhi. Then they say it's shamatha. Vibhutina means vipassana, inside meditation. V means clear. Pasana means like knowing, clearly knowing the reality, knowing the reality. So we start with 15 minutes of shamatha, clearly. Then we are not trying to do anything. We are just trying to rest. We're just trying to see, trying not to hold, trying not to objectify anything or we call redify anything. 好，今天我们就会做这个释迦牟尼佛我们的共修今天我会把用全部都用英文讲，然后呢隔天再找一个机会我再用中文讲，好不好？然后你听不懂，大概你听一两句也是好的，懂吗？听一两句，我会大概的把这个东西的解释来，然后用英文讲。首先我们做15分钟静坐，静坐的时候就是安安静静的静静坐下来，真的，因为我们不能成就呢，因为我们很散乱，我们很多东西要做，我们永远没有静下来过。我们感觉到在静的时候，我感觉到很不自在，好像很不自在这样。我没有东西做，因为我们就好像要做东西，好像我活着的时候，我必须要做东西，我必须要做东西，也是没有做东西，听音乐，做什么东西，我会感觉到我一点点不耐烦，一点点就像不自在的感觉，就是我们永远没有静下来过。可是我们说静坐有一个意思，就是说坐下来就是没有动，对不对？你有可能坐了又在动，对不对？坐就是坐，静呢，就是没有跟人家讲话，外在的东西，五蕴、眼睛、耳朵、鼻子、嘴巴，吃的、闻到的、碰到的、想到的，你静下来，然后我们叫静坐。我们静静安安静静，所以现在我们就做15分这个。当我们做的时候，我们就用9轮呼吸，对不对？我们就我们的右手呢，我们就按住我们的右手的鼻孔，然后我们呼吸，然后我们再按左手边的，要把它的气吐出来，进出3次，然后我们站左手边的，要然后呢就从右手边吸进去，左手边放出来，然后呢用2个鼻孔要进，要把我们的气移到中脉。这个呢，因为我们的气，我们有一股闷气在那边，也是这样做的时候呢，我们把那个闷气把它散掉，把它散开。Okay, do the right now meditation. So very important is to sit comfortably with the back straight. Okay, so we begin. So now we take refuge and generate bodhicitta. So we always begin, even I do not mention, then for yourself before you start any activity, then for the activity to bring about the greatest amount of benefit for other people, they must generate refuge and bodhicitta. Always must generate. Taking refuge and generate bodhicitta is always. So, like even right now, you should think with the wish to free everyone from all their suffering and lead them to a perfect state of happiness, I might myself achieve full enlightenment. Then for that, I need to do this practice. I'm going to do this practice. So always have this thought in mind. So now we begin. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, to the Dharma, and to the Sangha. And by the positive potential I create by practicing generosity and also the other far-reaching attitude, may I become a Buddha to free all beings from all their suffering. And I go for refuge until I am enlightened to the Buddha, to the Dharma, and to the Sangha. And by the positive potential I create by practicing generosity and also the other far-reaching attitude, may I become a Buddha to free all beings from all their suffering. So for today, we just keep the visualization on top of us, but now we can think of the light coming, the white light coming, purify the yellow light coming, then give all the blessing. You see, light our wavelength, light our wavelength. So your I don't know, some if you go Google or you go YouTube, right, you type 432 hertz, right? So they got this a tray of sand all loosely scattered. So they start to, then they got a little amplifier, they cut to play 401 hertz, 2 hertz, 3 hertz. Then suddenly you come to 432, you can see one pattern, very nice one. Then you start to switch the thing, then you go to 433, 44, then the pattern become mess out again, like random. Then you come out to 458, then you can see pattern again. So there are certain vibration, and this vibration coincide with our different chakra, our crown, our throat, our heart, our navel, our secret, our brow, our root chakra. So once it resonates, especially 433, it actually resonates with the heart. So when we think of certain color, right, the color is actually wavelength, and the wavelength actually resonates our heart. That's why we feel very good when we see golden warm thing, warm light, a little bit warm in color. So that gives the vibration. So earlier on, I said that we begin always by taking refuge, generate bodhicitta. That's so important, so important. So this is then we keep the visualization of the Buddha stand light. Then right now you listen. So today I want to go through the explanation. Then tomorrow, then we see how it goes along. Um, Rinpoche has said that he actually used pretty strong word. He said that if you are my student, you have to do every morning, transforming problem into happiness. Must do one. He said that is so short, so much of benefit, then you must do. So inside this Sakyamuni Buddha practice, Rinpoche done, he said that if you had not done the transforming problem, okay, then you can do this as your morning practice. But some of us are whoever collected the thing. So if this is for what? You can do this subsequently. Is it in lieu of that? I felt that main thing that transforming problem into the thing, because some of the mantra you memorize are just at the end and bless the speech. But this one is by itself getting blessing from the Buddha, creating merit, and also reviewing Lamrim. So I think these are the two very essential features that means you remind yourself of the entire path again. So right now, you can just listen. I will just read through the thing, and I'll stop at every paragraph. I think that I need to just to augment to enhance your understanding. So you think how extremely lucky I am that I have not died yet. I'm especially lucky that my death did not happen yesterday night. How wonderful and fortunate is that today I'm still a human being, a state that is extremely rare. Bringing death and impermanence inside the thing become important. I remember Bella mother, the brother, right, was sell vegetable one. So one day I think at the highway, right, his tire, his car break down. Then he was standing there changing, and a car crashed into the thing, and he died. Really, the thing just died. He's quite healthy. He's healthy. So you realize that things can just happen, and then In China, I see some of the thing, like very, very big truck. You all must understand, when they have this big truck, yours give way to big truck. Don't say that I got my right of way. You're very dumb. I remember one soldier, he was riding a Land Rover, and then for whatever thing, the truck jam brake. The Land Rover go underneath the truck. Luckily, he quite short lah. He say, hey, for the first time, I quite short good lah. Didn't kena, too bad. If you're very tall, should kena some part of the thing. So, this part is anytime, you could die in the most unusual way. Not necessarily must be because of sickness. It could be, and certain sickness are suddenly like heart attack. You really don't know her right now. Even you are very healthy, you still can have a heart attack, right? Because you can be running, when you do, you still can heart attack. Because why I know? Because last time when I was a brigade S3, we got this. No, I was in OCS already. Then we got this thing called the half marathon in the military, AHM, Army Half Marathon. So we got a competition team. So inside I can still remember his name very clearly. His name called Ho Si Siu. He was a second lieutenant, one of the trainer, one of the platoon commander. Then while running towards the end part of the thing, he pushed himself, he collapsed and died. Collapsed and died. Died. So is he got sickness? No, what? He's strong. So thinking of your immortality, it should not be saying that, oh, I'm going to die, I'm going to die. You feel very sad about it. No. When you do this, is to tell yourself only Dharma helpful. The thing is to remind you must practice Dharma today, practice it purely. That's the main thing to think about when you think about death. If you're thinking about death, it's not going to be helpful for a practice. It's that thinking about death, then it urges you to make sure all your practice become pure. But this is not all. Now I got a perfect human body, which is also extremely rare. The perfect human body is something very rare to come about. Very rare. They say they use number, we call it example, like a blind tortoise, every 100 years come out the surface of the ocean, take a breath, and there's one golden yolk. The golden yolk stand for what? The golden yolk is actually stand for the Dharma. So the tortoise come out and then his neck go through the golden yolk. And the ocean is always moving, correct? Always moving. The chance to have a perfect human being is like that. So it's very rare. I have met virtuous friends who reveal the unmistaken complete path to enlightenment, which is also extremely difficult to meet. I also meet the Buddha Dharma. It's also extremely difficult to meet. So got human body, meet teacher, the teacher speak the Dharma to you. I think having these three come together, right? When we talk about Dharma right now, it's not really attending a Buddhist function, Buddhist puja. I'm talking about attending a teaching that you can understand the meaning. Really, a teaching like right now, what's happening right now. That means I try to explain to you. It's not so much I attend a fa hui, or maybe they got a fundraising, you go there and jatuh, then they I say those are just a function. But the more into that, when we talk about, I talk about Dharma activity, I don't when we review the path. So we got this ready. Since I have met all these extraordinary fortunate circumstances, I should not waste my life in any way. Inside the teaching that I'm receiving this initiation right now, there's one prayer called Kun Sang Molam. That means the prayer of Samantabhadra, the aspiration. It's not Puxian Xing Yan Ping. It's not Puxian Xing Yan Ping. It's not the aspiration of Samantabhadra that we look or call the king of prayer. It is a something about the Dzogchen, right, about the mind. He said that he is talking about in this 9 page of thing, he actually say one line that is really says that, listen up, most of the time you're engaging in meaningless activity of this life. It's one line he wrote, please don't engage in meaningless activity of this life. So what is meaningless activity of this life? That means it's for this life only one. Understand? But if your motivation you do, but it's for next life or everything, you've got proper motivation, right? Then it's not meaningless. If it's just for this life, that we got meaningless activity of this life because it's for this life only. Because the thing, like going for a movie, Unless the movie is a Dharma movie, you see, you can gain some Dharma knowledge one. But actually, I felt that as long as you got system motivation, correct, then whatever you do become Dharma. Wow, this is like magic, correct? Not so important, the motivation. Dharma. So for something in Dharma, your mind must be Dharma. So it's not what you do, it's your mind Dharma or not. But for most people, it's meaningless activity of life because they never hear what is the real meaning of Dharma. The real meaning of Dharma, Rinpoche say, is to hold you so you don't suffer, to hold you, hold, don't let you suffer. That's the real meaning of Dharma. So the hold you from suffering means at least you take refuge through it, hold you not to go lower realm. As you practice more, you have a very good rebirth. But we still need to remove the two packet, right? The two obstruction to liberation or obstruction to full enlightenment. So these are the two things that we really need to do. So right now, I must use my life as useful as possible for all the limitless kind mother sentient being. Why we call mother sentient being? Mother Mu Yu Qing. So mother got the feeling of they were one upon your time your mother before. There was once upon a time. Even they say this dog, correct. One of the time he was your mother before. We never pause, because we got so many things to do. We never really sit down and think, really? That cat of mine is my mother before? Yeah, when one of your life you were a human being and he was definitely your human mother before. So all of us are connected. All of us are connected. But I say, so if they say this person was connected to me and you're a kind mother sentient being, if you want to be cunning, correct, he also my enemy, what? He also make me suffer like that, what? So when I must think he's kind mother, I want to prepare kindness because you get benefit from it. If you think in the wrong way, you plant more cause for suffering. So you must think correctly. So all those sentient being peace and happiness depend on me. And my happiness is not only received only from their kindness. When you think in the morning, when you take a loaf of bread or drink milk or jam or Nutella or whatever thing like that, it did not grow from the supermarket. It came from somewhere overseas or whatever thing. They make the thing, grow the thing. You just have happened to have the karma to buy the thing. So it's all from all the kindness of all the sentient being. The greater use of my life to other sentient being, the more it becomes the means to achieve success and happiness for my life. So if you're able to use your daily life, I like to use the word daily. Because once you forget the word daily, right, you always think I practice tomorrow, I practice next time. No, it's called daily practice. So I like to say that's why I put quite a bit of effort right now to talk about Sakyamuni Buddha daily practice. But because some of you have probably find these months useful for you, then say daily practice of medicine Buddha, Tara, then Vajrasattva. So these are called daily practice. Daily means must do daily one. Most of us don't do it because we procrastinate and then we'll never have the chance again. You should not be happy about, oh, I plant imprint. No, don't think like that. Try your very best, all right, to do to the very best of your ability. The purpose of my life is to free all sentient beings from suffering and its causes, negative karma, and disturbing thought. From their suffering and its causes. You see, that means suffering already happened already. That means the sentient being already suffering, that means sickness. Then you offer food, you offer house to stay or medicine because suffering. Another one is cause of suffering. How to prevent cause of suffering means directly or indirectly show the Dharma to them. Indirectly means yourself as an example. People know you practice for a long time, but you seems very calm, very demure, very subdued, a lot of humility, a lot of kindness. That when they think of you as someone kind, they think of you. And that's really amazing. Then after that, they think kind, then you got opportunity, right? They might ask you, then you got time to share the Dharma. Then they say, okay, first don't do any negative thought because all that experience that we don't want come from our own action. You must let them understand this. Everything come. There's not 没有一个人害你的，那个害你的 is because last life you created some karma. That's why this life they are able to harm you because this is the infallibility of karma. And then you can teach them, don't do fraud. So the 10 virtuous action is the thing that do you need to be a Buddhist then to practice the 10 virtuous action? No need. But if you take refuge, much more powerful because then the merit accrued become very much more. Then I want to lead them to ultimate state of self-liberation, but I want to lead them to the peerless happiness of full enlightenment. So now this become my responsibility. So then you pray right now. This become your responsibility, you think. I'm responsible for the happiness of all sentient. Why? Whether my actions are helpful or harmful depend completely on my own mind. So we all make judgment, right? Some they more nice to you, you do nicer thing to them, right? Some not so nice to you, you don't do nice thing to them, right? In the Great Liberation Sutra, actually they say, regardless of the person offer you something respectful, disrespectfully, don't judge them. They told inside here, Sakyamuni Buddha tell the monks, okay, listen up. In time of this, your karma, sometimes all those people will respectfully give you things, but you feel very safe, being very nice, But someone disrespectfully, don't act uh, different from the person too. You should be equanimous. Many of y'all might really feel that there is that once we know like meditation or awareness, almost like I become indifferent, correct? Everything also don't do, everything will just watch. No, indifference is a very cold feeling. It's a very cold feeling. I don't want to do anything. But the equanimity, right? Equanimity is called mudita. So this equanimity that we talk about, right, is a mind that is got a lot of warm one. That means it's really hearing what you do, and then because of that warmth, they're able to do the most correct thing. They no longer got any attachment to what I get. That means that warm feeling will be able to have a very balanced mind. That means a perfect equanimity. I don't hold someone dear, someone far. There's no enemy. There's no strangers. There's no someone I love. All same sentient being that I want to free. Now that's the warm feeling. Let me hold someone. No. Indifference is a cold feeling. I don't care about what happened to you. That's quite different. So must register this point. The ultimate purpose of my life is to work perfectly for others. In order to fulfill the purpose, it is necessary for me to achieve the full enlightenment or mission mind. In order to do that, I must practice the path to enlightenment. Therefore, I'm going to do action that become a cause for me to achieve enlightenment and bring all sentient beings to enlightenment as quick as possible. So for the thing to become Dharma, the mind must become Dharma. That's why you take refuge in the Bodhicitta. Then may all my action become the cause for me to achieve enlightenment and to bring all sentient beings to enlightenment as quick as possible. So just now what I read, correct? It's just a prelude, correct? That means to settle your mind, you think about this point. So I try to, so subsequently I will record the thing, and then you close your eyes and then you hear the thing. Then after that, we take refuge. The Guru is Buddha, the Guru is Dharma, the Guru is Sangha. So the Guru is the creator of all happiness. In all the Gurus, I take refuge. So this become very unusual in most in the Pali tradition, right? They take Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sammasambuddhassa. So they actually take their refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. Then also Gui for Gui Ifa, Gui Sensitivity. Then suddenly Tibetan Buddhism got one guru come out one. Is it got four refuge? No. The guru, because of initiation, I think Rinpoche sort of make the flavor Mahayana Vajrayana. So the guru is the Buddha. Because the guru is the manifestation of Buddha, I'm talking about, now you must understand, when you talk about guru, you must use someone who has got the four bodies of the Buddha already. And the body of the Buddha, because of kindness, manifests in the form of the human form of guru, that you're a human being. He manifests anything lower as an animal, you can't get any teaching. Anything higher, you got no karma to meet because we're human being. So as a human being, he will show human aspect of getting old, age, cannot walk, sometimes forgetful, but because of our karma. If he anything higher or lower, we cannot meet. So he manifests in the form of a human. So taking refuge in the Buddha and generate Bodhicitta, this is the taking refuge in the Gurus. Whether we succeed this life, how fast we succeed, depend on the strength of your devotion to the Guru. So by doing this prayer slowly, slowly, slowly as you go along, all right, you start to become closer to your Guru because it awakens something inside that you haven't. It's not that I try to do something you don't have, it's something that you have, but it's awakening you. Next, taking refuge generate bodhicitta. Then, with the thought designed to liberate migrating being, I always take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, Sangha until the heart of enlightenment is achieved. With perseverance, acting with wisdom, compassion, and loving kindness, in front of Buddha, for the benefit of sentient being, I generate the thought of full enlightenment. So this particular verse, one is engaging bodhicitta, one is aspiring, one is engaging bodhicitta. So you realize that the first two right, is really about settling your mind to have a very powerful anchor point. Your refuge is your anchor. If you say these two things and you are heartfelt and you do it very properly, going through all the points, think through about it, then your mind will happen. Your mind becomes softened, your mind becomes very malleable, and your mind will receive blessing. Your mind will receive blessing. So after take refuge, what you do? Purify the place. Everywhere may the ground be pure, free of roughness and pebbles and so forth, as level the palms of the hand in the natures of lapis lazuli, soft and fine. So you before you purify a place, let's say you do practice even before we start the thing, we sit down and do the thing. If let's say you got an altar, you got good karma to have an altar. If you haven't have an altar, I'll pray you must have an altar. Must have one. Cannot don't have one. Even small so must have. I got one last time I remember ABC, the person, his name is called Ming Hui. So Ming Hui said that because his condition not there, so his altar is inside the cupboard, his wardrobe. Because his mother don't allow him. So you open the thing, then the wardrobe is inside the thing. I say, also very good. But Milarepa actually say this, my altar for the Buddha is in my heart. Okay, here you are at Milarepa level, but right now it's very good for you to have a physical one. So you must have a stupa, then you can walk around, then an image of the Buddha. By seeing every time you can purify. So you must have an altar. Then you must keep the altar. You must clean the floor. I think one of the easiest without thing is wonder what those KAO the brand or 3M, right? They got this thing. They got a like something that can stick the dark dirt one. You plug, then you go around, right? Then you can. Then I felt that the cleaning of the room actually good. Actually, here supposed to have one. The Airbnb got one lady called Didi. Didi. So Didi I can call and kind of clean, but I usually I do myself is because got dirt, correct? So when you do, you feel after that you feel clean. You clean the place already. Suddenly something inside your mind feel clean. It's very unusual. Like those people go inside there, the room, right? Oh my god, it's like war zone, right? They say the deva don't go there, one. The deva see also scared. Only those people, the deva, so pai tai chi one, then they gonna punish you. You go to the dirty place and and bless the people. So you purify the place. So in terms of the pure land, right, the ground is like your palm, not like the old hand one, like rough, like a baby one, like baby. When you step on the the ground, right, is blue in color, like lapis, it go in like you step, it sink down as you lift your feet up, it become flat again one. Then if you go to the pure land, the water, you can walk on the water, you won't drown one. Pure land swimming pool, no lifeguard one. You won't drown one. You won't drown. No karma to drown already. No drown. So is it that you become swimmer? No, it doesn't mean you become swimmer. It's just that you cannot drown in the water. You cannot drown because it's mental. Mental. Because we don't have a gross body. You go pure land, you don't have a gross body. You got a mental body. Mm. Then after that, the next one, you invite the Buddha to come. Savior of all the sentient beings without exception, divine destroyer, unbearable hosts of Maras and their force, perfect knower of all things without exception, Bhagawan, together a retinue, please come here. This verse was written by, they say that at the time of the Buddha, there was this lady, household lady, and tell the husband, oh, today I'm going to invite the Buddha here to come to my house for a meal. Then the husband says, sure, no, you invite me, he come. But Buddha very far away. Then the wife really very sincere said, I saved a lot of time already. I really want to invite you for the thing. And then he said this prayer. He said this prayer and the thing. And he hold two sticks of incense. Then the Buddha tell all the Arahat there, he say, okay, those can fly one, follow me. Those cannot fly, okay, you settle yourself. I'll go and eat cookie or cook Maggie mee. No, I'm pulling a fast one. Those who can fly one, follow me. So they fly. Then really he the two stick, right? He said this prayer, right? Then the husband so surprised, and the Buddha fly in the air and landed in the courtyard lah, and eat their meal. Then now you also put lah, like Kong, right? Two stick, how come Buddha never come? It's not Buddha never come, you cannot see. Remember, it's not Buddha never come. Remember, every time you wish that the Buddha do something for you, they do. But why you cannot experience? Because you haven't purified enough. That's why I'm so serious about keep on hammering. Okay, come on, develop your faith a little bit. Develop faith a little bit. If your faith a little bit, if you keep on hammering one point, all right, one day you might see the crack or everything. You know, in Burma, they got this stone there inside there could be jade, like a Ti Wang Yi, like green color. I felt that it's really labeled by your mind. I say green now, then, well, how can we see? Gui Pa Cheng. Really is, I think it's really labeled by the mind. But the some jade look quite nice. White color, some cream, some zhong sui. They got all sort of terms that they label on it. Oh, you got this, then it become what? I will ask, this one can go low, can free me from lower realm or cannot realm, then cannot realm. But so they what thing? So to do the thing, right? They actually take a very small drill, right? They drill a hole and then they take away the skin. They can see very green color. They got a torchlight, very powerful one. So, but you cannot just touch whatever thing. You have to put some effort to able to for the very first time say, if I really do correctly, there will be something inside that's very special that I can really, really have. So, so this having this first experience, right? First experience that you no doubt you cannot see the Buddha is here, right? Become a very like I like to say your first test, like your first test. Is it a test of your devotion and a test of your faith? So your test of faith can only think when you got a direct experience. Your direct experience has to come from studying. That you apply the correct technique. If you don't apply the correct technique, you will never be able to experience the thing. If you never apply the correct technique, if you apply the correct technique, it's so simple. It's actually straight away immediately you can do. It's just that immediately you do lojong, immediately you settle from all suffering. You cannot suffer. Immediately, if you are brave enough, you say that and you pray to the Buddha, you 100% pray. May I have the physical strength and the mental ability to take the suffering for all sentient beings forever. Then from the very depth of your heart, you wish it happened. You wish it happened. Then for the very first time, you will have that feeling on, wow. You have that very feeling of, almost I like to use the word, that there's something that resonates with the greatness inside you, your mind, the true nature of your mind. That conventionally is bodhicitta, ultimate is the view of emptiness. So after we make the prayer, invite the Buddha to come, then we make offering. May human and divine offering, actual arranged and mentally emanated, become clouds of finest Samandra Buddha offering, fill the entire space. So when we fill the space at time, we think of all those offerings, correct? Arranged in the form of the 8 auspicious signs. Then got offering goddesses flying up with water for washing the feet. Then got flower, got incense, got light, got perfume, got food, and also got music. Dunhuang, those who have go Dunhuang before, right, the more Gaoku, then you can really see all the offering goddesses right, flying in the air with all these particular offering. So the offering got outer one, outer is for iron, no taste touch. Then got inner offerings, offering your body in the mandala, like inner offering, all your limbs become like the 4 continents, the sun and the moon. Your 2 eyes are the sun and the moon. You offer all these to the Buddha, secret offering, offering of bliss, and suchness offering your understanding of emptiness. Then after that, we recite the cloud offering Dharani. This cloud offering Dharani become one of the very powerful practice. Every time you cannot memorize this, you think of this mantra before you eat anything, then every Buddha will receive like one prostration and they receive one set of your offering. Let's say you got only one packet of Oreos, and you think of only one Buddha, but you say this one, every Buddha, 10 direction, will receive one packet of Oreo from you. Must do. This one must do. This is shortcut already. 供养云陀罗尼. So the mantra Om Namo Bhagavate Vajasawa Pamadane Tadagadaya Arade Samasam Buddhaya Taita Om Benzema Benzema Teta Benzema Bia Benzema Boi Teta Benzema Boi Mano Pasankara Wana Beze Sawakama Haramana Bijan Dana Beze Soha. Okay, when I do the recording for the thing, I recite a bit slower. Okay, I recite a bit slower. Then after that, we say the power of the truth. The power of truth is a very powerful thing. It did not want, because there's no mistake in what you see and how you feel. That's why this is infallible. That means truth is something very powerful one. The justice system got this thing, they balance up. The justice always like thing, right and wrong. There's no right. I will measure whether you are correct or wrong or not. But even the measure is still wrong. At the conventional level, be correct. But ultimately, there's someone, there's an object, the subject do something. Ultimately, but I say in conventional term, you can think but when we talk about at the ultimate level, right, the power of truth is the truth of the ultimate reality of thing. So the power of truth, by the power of the truth of the three rare sublime one, the blessing of the Buddhas and the Bodhisattva, the great wealth, the completed two types of merit. What are the two types of merit? Merits of wisdom and merit of uh collection of merit and collection of wisdom, two type of merit. So the two type of merit is collected to destroy the two type of obstruction to karma, affliction, and obstruction to omission. You need both together, wisdom and merit, to destroy this. And at the end, at the fruit, become the form body of the Buddha and the wisdom body of the Buddha. The two collection become that. Is it possible to have the collection of wisdom without collection of merit? No. Is it possible to have a collection of merit without collection of wisdom? No. They all augment one another one. So if at the same time, so many Buddhist practitioners do not have a chance to really hear about the dependent nature of things, the emptiness nature of things. Actually, the concept is not very, very difficult. It's only inside the Heart Sutra, like in the Heart Sutra. The form is empty. And as long as I understand the main key concept, there is nothing to ratify object that exists from its own side. And even emptiness itself, you can think, everything empty. Then you think that emptiness, the concept emptiness exists truly. Then the Buddha said, then you make very great mistake. Even the concept, there's nothing to hold on to beyond the concept. So that means you want to there's nothing you grasp onto, because at the end, it's just the mere play of your karma, the mere play of your ripa, of your mind. That's why in Dzogchen, they got a very beautiful way that so simply put to describe the thing. So the power of truth, this is a two-type merit. And the pure and inconceivable sphere of phenomena, may these piles of clouds of offering. That's why all the offering are arranged in cloud one. If you see some of the tanka, you can see the tanka is painted in the 8 auspicious sign one, white in color one. Then white in color. Through transformation by the Bodhisattva, Arya Samantrabhadra, Manjushri, and so forth, unimaginable, inexhaustible, equaling the sky, arise in the presence of the Buddhas and the Bodhisattva, the 10 direction be received. So you say the cloud, Dharani, you say this mantra, then all of them will receive. Then after that, you do prostration. So now we need to do prostration. I think I show you quite many times. I think I also got video. Is to do the prostration mantra. So the prostration mantra, Om Namo Manjushriye, Namo Shushriye, Namo Dhamma Shriye. So it means I prostrate to the Buddha, I prostrate to the Dharma, I prostrate to the Sangha. So you stand up, you make 3 prostration, then you can visualize countless meal on your right, countless meal on your left, then behind all the sentiment, 6 round being all together with you. As you do the thing, you can do the 5-point or the full prostration. Then very important is the thumb must be inside, that's the 2-point. So after you do these 3, is prostrate to the Buddha, the Dharma, and Sangha. Then after you prostrate, in particular to Sakyamuni Buddha, you prostrate 3 times on reciting Sakyamuni Buddha holy name, according to Kangyu. So this one purified 80 trillion yon of negative karma. Every time I hear Rinpoche, they give the thing, sometimes 1 trillion, sometimes 80 trillion, sometimes how many. So actually depending on which volume the translator, whatever thing. So Rinpoche will literally translate, but this one is 80 trillion. There's no, of all the Buddha, there are 35 Buddha that usually we practice. In Tibetan, it's called Tong Sha. Tong Sha. When they say Tong Sha, means 35 Buddha confession. So I just, 2 days ago, Rinpoche, they give the oral transmission of Tong Sha to us. So he said that So if you cannot prostrate, what can you do? You can actually like Rinpoche say, okay, listen up. You're now supposed to stand up and do prostration. So you all do like that. To the one task gone full, destroy fully, and then go conquer, Sakyamuni Buddha, prostrate. Then you like that. Then you can sit there and do like that. I think for your very gamtiang lah. Wow, go Mahabodhi temple. Alright, then like that. Then you buy rocking chair, right? Then like that. Okay, prostration got the physical prostration, the verbal and mental, correct or not? Got three parts, correct or not? No doubt one part you don't do your knee bad, but mentally you can do all the thing, but mentally inside your mind is crooked. 真的我才不要跟他做了，才跟他顶礼，但没有办法，每个人都顶礼，对不对？ You might think otherwise, correct? But mainly is the speech, the body, the speech. But prostration is usually something body one. Obviously, you collect merit by doing it as best as you can, collect more merit. So when you do prostration, as you lie down on the floor, how many atoms are there connected down to the golden ground in the mandala offering? That many times you become universal monarch. You're quite as long you go to one great liberation sutra retreat, right? You collect so much merit, you can't believe one. You can't believe one. So you all must go. I don't know. I think Hungry tell me now got 126 people. I hope to have 150. Must call more people. Really call more people. At least one day investment. One day investment is really, really very worthwhile. Really, really worthwhile. You must call your sister, call your brother, call who never go before. One. Must go. Must really, really go. Okay, then the mantra is this one. So usually this one, in the traditional thing, they won't use the word guru to the guru, teacher, Bhagavan, Lama, Tomba, Chomdende, Lama, Tomba. So this one is added by Lama Zopa Rinpoche. Rinpoche say, without guru, where got Buddha? So he put the word, so Rinpoche put the word inside there to emphasize. Even Shakyamuni Buddha got teacher. If no teacher, cannot have Buddha one. So we always remind ourselves the concept of there's nothing, that the very principal concept is beginningless, and nothing create our mind one is beginningless, cannot find. This is will our mind have an end? No, nothing can destroy the mind because our mind is like space, cannot destroy one. But our mind will be, if you want to get out, you must know the true nature of your mind. You rest in space. Then that one take a lot of effort because we are more habitual in believing in things than to try to watch things. Rather than watch because we are so used to the propensity, the habitual already. So we do a lot of meaningless thing 做很多无聊的东西啦，做很多无聊。If you're determined enough, I say okay lah. Every day I do 100,000 or Om Mani Padme Hum. 你真的没有时间呢？ Is it possible one day do 100,000? Possible. If you can recite very fast, got good water, very possible. Lama Zopa Rinpoche mother one day do 50,000 night time. I said 50,000 she can, or we all should be able to push what. But do 100,000, but you don't train her. Right? After that, many days you don't want to recite anymore. So I think contemporary will, I felt that this is very, very useful, temporary will. So I recite the thing so you can get the transmission to the Guru, the Buddha, the Bhagavan, Tathagata, Arhat, perfectly completed Buddha, glorious conqueror, Shakyamuni Buddha. I prostrate, make offering, go for refuge. Please grant me your blessing. At this point of time, you're still standing, standing and doing the practice itself. You take refuge, you purify the place, you do this, call the Buddha, do the prostration, all standing. Then after you do this one, then you sit down. After you sit down, then you do the visualization. Okay, now time's up already. I have to do tomorrow already. Now time's up already. So I will do tomorrow. But I want to give some transmission of some mantra. So today I received this mantra. Today, actually in one initiation itself, correct? Certain initiation itself, only one main deity. But inside the deity, correct, all the different points got so many Buddha that come along with them. So I received recently the initiation on this particular deity, all called Om Pema Unisha Bimale Om Pe, the door mantra one. They also got one Bodhisattva. I said, oh, so I like to offer y'all this particular mantra. So I also like to offer the white umbrella deity. So some of your requests are right. So I want to give the white umbrella deity. They got the long mantra, they got the short mantra. I will give you all the shortest, 最短的. Then after that, they got the middle, then they got the long one. So I felt it would be good to at least must do something, but I want to give you the shorter one first. Okay, let me pull out the thing. Your joint palms. Om Sita Tapate Hom Soha. Om Sita Tapate Hom Soha. Om Sita Tapate Hom Soha. Okay, this white umbrella deity is especially to purify black magic. So people do black magic, Kong Tao, or everything, right? Or it's good that if you go to I heard that Bali itself, I went there, we all went there to do Vajrayogini retreat. It's good and bad. So if you practice well, you can benefit them. But if you cannot practice well, you get affected by them. They really got a lot, plenty of the unseen there on. The unseen is a lot. So you go there, you say a couple of these mantra, very useful. They'll help you to shear away the thing. Okay, I want to give the mantra of Om Pemo Nisha Pema. Pemo Nisha Pema is a mantra, right? If you blow at anything, like you burn incense, you blow 7 times. Whoever smell the incense smell, purify negative karma. Great amount of negative karma. You blow on the clothes you wear, you purify your own negative karma. There's so many benefit. So right now for you all, because you all understand how to take refuge, then do the mantra with delegation, I felt it's fine to do. Or else a lot of people without understanding, they thought that practice Dharma needs count some mantra only. No, it's more than this. It's really not only not one day. And it's what type of mind? A very calm mind, not so calm mind, a subdued mind, a mind that understands the reality of things, the mind that got under the influence of bodhicitta, under the influence of refuge, the influence of the four immeasurable, the mind that just done the 7 limb prayer, do the mandala offering, then you do the mantra, got different compared to someone don't know. Of course, got different. There's great amount of different, huge amount of different. So right now, as we do this practice, I will introduce this mantra. It doesn't mean that you all must do every day. You at least you got the transmission. Every one mantra you do is like 100, understand not? So every day can count 7. Like count 7 now. It will take you quite a while, But now you you got the oral transmission, then you say Om Sita Tapate Hum Sa, Om Sita Tapate Hum Soha. It's so easy. It's so easy only. So easy. I will later I send you one picture, right, of the white umbrella deity. Got nice one, got so they got a short, they got many version, got sometimes got so many heads, so many hands, so many umbrellas, so many eyes. Got one also the very simple one, one face, 2 arms, holding one umbrella one. In Chinese called 大白伞盖. Okay. Okay, I give the mantra of which continuing mantra. Om Pemo Unisha Pe Male Ompe, 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 Om Pemo Unisha Pe Male Ompe. Okay, we start come Om Mani Padme Hum, then do Vajrasattva. Okay, I want to give Sakyamuni Buddha mantra. Some people don't have. Dai da om muni muni mahamuna yeso, dai da om muni muni mahamuna yeso, dai da om muni muni mahamuna yeso, do, dai da om muni muni mahamuna yeso, dai da om muni muni mahamuna yeso, ha, dai da om muni muni mahamuna yeso, dai da om muni muni mahamuna yeso, ha. So Rinpoche say that we should pronounce that mune mune, Mune, Mune. But inside there, I also hear His Holiness, which is like Om Muni Muni Maha Muna Yeswa. I felt that the main thing is faith. That's definitely called absolutely correct for me. So it's clear. So you just follow whatever the teacher gave you the transmission. So don't go and compare. If you get another teacher, Ningma, they tell you another, then you get confused with it. Well, who to follow? You follow what your guru teach you. I think that's the first rule. The first rule. If you got many guru, then you follow which one? The guru that gave you the transmission one. If one gave you transmission, oh Muni Muni Maha Muni, that will work. Then got one give you, oh Muni Muni Maha, oh that also work. Clear? So whichever give you the transmission, follow that one. No, though you won't get yourself confused. That's why when someone kind of ask me a question and say, hey, wait, tell me which book you quote. You cannot just ask me emptiness. I say, which school? Which school? Which school? The hearer's path, emptiness, or what type of, what type of context you're asking, what type of context you're asking. So everything must have a context. So saying this mantra got this benefit. Okay, recite Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. I want to give one more transmission of this Om Mani Padme Hum. In the Nyingma, the Om Mani Padme Hum is not 6 letters. They got one more letter, the seed letter inside. Om Mani Padme Hum Sri, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum Sri. So many of the chain music got so many types like that. So some of the types I've got this one. The inside there are some of this transmission I offer you right now. It came from the turtle, that means hidden treasure. And inside this practice itself, once you so you all got this, that means inside your mind stream, right? They carry a lot of blessing. And like they almost say that if you're able to just focus on this one, right, you get everything that you really require. And it's so easy to complete all your accumulation of merit and wisdom, especially following the unmistaken instruction. Or else you do by yourself, take you very long time. Okay, now baca safa, 我们做健康萨埵。Om Bhaja Sattva, Om 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 Bhaja Sattva, Om. Then we think that all negative karma are completely purified from beginner's time, but as a thought dissolve into you, make promise on that sunrise tomorrow, not create negative karma. So when we say we do in practice, right, is to slowly change our mind, right? Like refuge is the very beginning. Then visualizing the play, making the offering is to accumulate merit. Then after the ceremony, after that, then you sit down there and do the visualization. Then we got the 7 limb prayer, the 4 immeasurable, the 7 limb prayer, the mandala. It's always got this particular sequence one. Always got this particular sequence. So must you do every deity? No, not necessary. For the Zoom one, I just want to introduce a couple. So maybe some of you like to do Sakyamuni Buddha, then you do Sakyamuni Buddha. But you must choose one. So you can do Om Mani Padme Hum. Then you must do it with the sadhana one. It should not be just counting the mantra. You should have the refuge, then the delegation, and then how to do the visualization and thinking, preparing your mind the correct way. Then we do that. How? So today I received 16 initiation. Tomorrow is probably another 16 more initiation. So today, by the count today, is 638 initiation. So Rinpoche said, oh, I got about 100 over, I finished already. But now text on, I still got 30 volume, 30 volume of text. But Rinpoche can recite very fast. Like one day you can recite the Lamrim Chemo in one day. That's not speed. People take 2 days and he one day can finish on. He can. So I realized that one of the things he did was he's able to that he always after a while, then 1.5 hours he stopped, then like drink water so his voice okay, then continue. I think he got after a while he realized this worked very much for him because now Nepal is very cold in the morning. It's like 6 degrees when the wind blow, right? It's pretty cold. So for me it's called wind blowing. For other people it's called cold. Because they decided to let their mind wander to the place that make uncomfortable. You just stop your mind to make it uncomfortable. In the beginning of today, I did say, correct. The first time you feel suffering is the first arrow. That means karma, last life. Someone beat you or everything. The second arrow is you create yourself. You shoot yourself. You shoot yourself. Why? How you shoot yourself? You get angry. You get frustrated. You don't know how to respond correctly. Then you shoot yourself. And usually the second arrow is one the most harmful one. And the worst thing, you shoot yourself every day for the same thing. Every day you do because the current pesa. Then you think, then you suffer, you're angry. Then next time see angry. So this one is called second arrow. You shoot yourself one. The person only shoot one time only. That's your karma. That's why it's difficult. Is it possible in samsara don't meet problem? No. You will meet. That's why lojong must practice lojong. You must be quite good at lojong. Wherever the suffering comes, wonderful, can practice patience right now. I can practice mindfulness. That is the thing. Okay, so tomorrow I will continue with the English. Right? I want to go through this particular sadhana and will be very good for you all. Okay, now we do delegation. 我们做回向. Due to this merit, may I soon attain the enlightened state of a Guru Buddha, that I be able to liberate all the sentient beings from all their suffering. May the precious Buddhi mind not bond arise and grow, may the bond no decline but increase forevermore. We pray for the long and stable life of all the Guru teaching true path and enlightenment anytime, anywhere in the world, especially His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Then we pray for Kapisopa Rinpoche, the unmistaken, to be identified. So this life Rinpoche shows as a great teacher, great yogi, great scholar. And then we pray for all the FMT project to succeed, flourish, especially during Guru Rinpoche and Pokhara and Halishi. So now the project is just an update for you. It's going on very well right now, going very well. So now they're digging the piling work. If there's got a website you should have, right? If not, then we'll just put the link. So I regularly, when they do job, we will go there and download the thing. So we already completed like the structure for one. Now we are piling the main thing for one. And after that, we will start building the Guru Rinpoche, the main Gompa block already. The main Gompa block. So it's going on very, very fine. We pray for it to succeed so that it will help the world to be less difficult, to be less difficult. I like to say, when there is peace, right? What is called peace? That means peace is your mind that's able not to react wrongly. Peace can only come when your mind did not react wrongly. There is no peace when you got a reaction that you react wrongly one. There's no more peace. You will always have excitement. That's why when you got a lot of attachment, a lot of things, you don't feel peace because your mind is like chasing, like running, you know. But you only feel peace when you say, they say 知足常乐, and you suddenly feel like, quite okay, quite okay. Especially for your, because now you're practicing almost like some of your everyday, like do Zoom or everything. Negative karma will come on. So don't be afraid. Oh, 师父, last time all don't have, you know. Now all have. Well, better don't practice. Practice here sway. Oh, practice here sway, bo tio, be pills me bumbo. No, it's not bo tio. I tio tua liao, I lai liao. Tua zong ah. Must think like that. Purification will come. Don't be afraid because even you, whatever happened, right, karma don't run away one. If you do practice, is to purify. So some very big thing becomes small, small become nothing. You must understand all these things that manifest in your life right now are this. Obviously, I would prefer you all don't have this type of experience, but when it happen, just do the lojong. I think it will definitely be helpful. Okay, so then I pray for all y'all to be able to understand the systematic of really method of practicing, the systematic level of practicing. You all should become practitioner. That means really become practitioner. When practitioner think of sentient being, they do not say the word sentient being. When you say you are Buddhist, you are practitioner, a Mahayana practitioner, when you say the word of sentient being, you fear their suffering. Suffering. So when you do at someone, you do not look at the person. You look at the person. You understand he's under the control of ignorance, suffering. When you feel the suffering, then you always come back to you, what can I do for them? That's why indirectly or directly you help them. So when we do this, right, our objection is always when we look outwards, then we always think that sentient being, kind mother, suffering right now. I'm going to do something for them. So we always focus. So this is our training. Every time we do like that, we train. We do like that, we train. But if your mind, right, you're not aware, right, you'll say, oh, some sentient being very irritating. Don't come to my life not. Sifu got any prayer do, they disappear, why not? Have Vajrakata Sutra. For the time being, you know, if they are too difficult, right, they will really make it difficult. Another one is called Vajra Vidadana. I think that they had this thing. Well, that one very good. Especially that sentient being is in your house one. You really don't know how to do it. So, like the one in my house how. Then you must practice. That means very, very good. Even me, that means you have to practice power of forgiveness. Forgive whatever before they do anything, forgive them first, then stop. Forgive them, then talk. Forgive them, then talk. Then become very powerful. If you want to practice to be powerful, whatever thing, correct, pacify whatever mind, forgive them first. When you're able to forgive them first, then everything becomes easy. Absolutely easy. Absolutely. So I pray for y'all to be famous as someone who is very forgiving. Wow, this person really forgiving. If you want an example, His Holiness say, told one person that he was shot in the eyes by IRA. He got blind. Both eye got blind. He was a young boy. Then he cried for many days. Then they cry. He said, why you cry? Then he said that I cannot see my mommy anymore. But I already forgiven that person already. Forgive already the person who made me blind. Wow, when His Holiness here, oh, that's my real hero. Real hero. No grudges. You say, that's real hero. No, that's not so much of, oh, I imagine, I take your suffering. No. Real hero. Someone make you blind already, you already forgiven. Forgiven the thing. So this guy, In the end, he's blind, but he's quite successful, married, got 2 girls. The first thing when his daughter come out, right, he asked the wife, are they blind? Are they blind? He said, no, not blind. Regular kids. So I pray for you to have this power, so the understanding of the thing, to be very, very powerful. To be able to react in any here. If you are able to forgive, then got no problem. And then you say that regardless what they do, I will always love them. Wow, they become powerful. I will always forgive them. I will always love them. Forgive doesn't mean you say that what they do is correct. Understand? You forgive them because they know they're under control, ignorant. You're angry with their anger, the whatever thing. You're not angry with the person. They got still Buddha nature. So obviously, right now, right, whatever they do on you, you must very forgive. But whatever they do that harm other people, obviously it's not correct. No? If you're able to the ability, stop them. If not, then pray for them at this time. Don't make it worse. Okay, then we pray for these people who pass away to have a very good rebirth. For Chua Bong Yong, then for Han Mu Kang, then for Chan Dong Tai, then to have a very good rebirth. Then we pray for these people. We pray for Tai Ti, we pray for Ming Chuan, for Teh Bun Chiu, for Sin Wei, for Nancy Chua, for Ho Choi Ho, Tan Po San, then for Jerusha, for Yap Win Kyo, for Florence Liu, then for Hong Piao, for Lee Kyo Kuen, for Delisa, for Clayton Ong, for Dr. Kim Ong Siu Sing, for Ong Su Siao Pek Sia, Sia King Kam, Curly, Xavier, for James Chua, Carol Gui, for Tan Lai Wee, then for Tan Kei Xiang, for Lim Sing, then for successful treatment, then for Susan Ang, for Johan Chuan, for Richard Tan to gain vitality, for Desmond Lim, for Tai Ti, for Alison Goh, for Irene Yeo, then to Putru, then for Michelle Liu, for Yap Kong Wai, for Alvin Yeo, for Shan An, for Jim and Guan Si, for Nigel Ling, for Amita, for Shan, for Anita Sim especially, then for Kelly Chung, for Annie Chu, for Anjali, for Biliang. And we pray for all the people in the Zoom group, in the Merit Creation group, then all of them to be well happy. Then we pray for especially Lotus to do well, for Aiware, for Ching Song, then for Landsman, then for Bickenberg. We also pray for Blossom Seed to succeed, to flourish, to benefit many people in the program. 好，回向，愿以此功德普济一切，我等以众生皆共成佛道。众生无边誓愿度，佛法无量誓愿觉，烦恼无尽誓愿断。断我无明，了我生死，愿我成佛度众生，永不忘众生情，永不忘上师情。回向我三世所累积的福报，跟无数的佛陀、菩萨、声闻、度劫、阿罗汉、有情众生所累积的佛，生没自性的存在，是观待施舍，名言安利。把这福报回向我跟你呢，也是没自性的存在，是观待施舍，名言安利。当我们让我们可以早日成佛，也是没自性的存在，是观待施舍，名言安利。当我们成了佛，我们带全部有情众生一个都没漏到的，也是没自性的存在，是观待施舍，名言安利。他们的安利到文房佛国位，也是没自性的存在。观待施舍名安利 We dedicate all the 3-time merit collected by one self countless Buddha, Bodhisattva, Pujaka Buddha, Arhan Daka, Dakini, who does not exist, truly exist, merely labeled by the mind. So we dedicate so that I and you, who also does not exist, truly exist, merely labeled by the mind, quickly achieve the state of full enlightenment, who also does not exist, truly exist, merely labeled by the mind. So when achieve full enlightenment, let every single sentiment, no one left out, who also does not exist, truly exist, merely labeled by the mind, and lead them to state of full enlightenment, who does not exist, truly exist, merely labeled by the mind, by myself alone, who also does not exist, truly exist, merely labeled by the mind. 好，最后愿消三障诸烦恼，愿得智慧真明了，普愿罪障悉消除，世世常行菩萨道。阿弥陀佛。Good night, everyone.
谢谢师父，感恩师父。
Good night.
Thank you, 师父。
Good night.
师父。
谢谢师父，Good night，师父。
Good night.
谢谢小米，Good night。
谢谢小米。
Good night.